The Holy House of Loreto Feast Day, December 10th. The Extraordinary Journey of the Holy House of Loreto, a Tale of Faith and Miracles. Once upon a time, in a quaint town a few miles south of Ancona, Italy, there stood a basilica crowned by a magnificent dome. This basilica, known far and wide, was not famous for its grandeur but for a tiny cottage nestled within its walls. This humble abode, with rough walls, stood only 31 feet by 13 and housed an altar beneath a statue of the Virgin Mary and the infant Jesus. It was known as the Holy House of Loreto, and its history was a tapestry woven with threads of faith and miracles. The lore of Loreto begins in the 16th century, but its roots may stretch even deeper into the annals of time. It is a tale that transcends earthly boundaries, for this little cottage was not an ordinary dwelling. It was believed to be the very house where the Holy Family, Mary, Joseph, and the Christ child, lived. The words inscribed above the altar, Hic Verbum caro factum est, reminded all who entered that within these unassuming walls, the Word became flesh. The legend, boldly proclaimed, told a remarkable story. Christian pilgrims, you have before your eyes the Holy House of Loreto, revered across the world for the divine mysteries it housed and the wondrous miracles it bore witness to. This is where the Blessed Virgin Mary was born, where the angel Gabriel appeared to her, and where the Word of God became incarnate. In the year 1291, during the papacy of Nicholas IV, angels had conveyed this sacred house from Palestine to Tersato in Illyria. 3 years later, in the time of Pope Boniface VIII, it was again carried by angels and placed in a wooded area near the hill of Recanati, in the March of Ancona. After a few relocations, the Holy House found its permanent resting place in Loreto, more than 600 years ago. The Holy See, with over 40 popes spanning from Julius II in 1511 to the present day, has granted its approval to this tradition. Numerous bulls and briefs have unequivocally affirmed the identity of the Santa Casa di Loreto with the Holy House of Nazareth. The highest authorities of the Catholic Church have acknowledged and sanctified the lore of Loreto. The devotion to the Holy House has not waned but grown stronger over the centuries, drawing the admiration and reverence of saints such as Saint Charles Borromeo, Saint Francis Delaware Sales, Saint Ignatius Loyola, and Saint Alphonsus Liguori, along with countless pilgrims and believers. Loreto became a haven for miracles. Even skeptics like Montaigne, in 1582, found themselves believing in the reality of these miraculous occurrences. The stone and mortar used in the construction of the Santa Casa were said to be identical to those found in Nazareth, adding further credence to the lore of its miraculous journey. A compelling aspect of the lore was that the Holy House of Loreto did not rest on any foundations, a fact formally investigated and confirmed in 1751. This was consistent with the belief that it was transferred in its entirety from another site. Yet, in the midst of these awe-inspiring legends, historical criticism began to cast shadows of doubt. Canon Chevalier's Notre Dame de Lorette, Paris, 1906, presented a comprehensive analysis that raised questions about the lore of Loreto. It was argued that, before the alleged translation in 1291, there was no concrete evidence of a shrine in Nazareth corresponding to the Holy House in Loreto. Oriental chronicles and pilgrim accounts were conspicuously silent about the disappearance of a venerated shrine in Nazareth. Contemporary documents revealed the existence of a church dedicated to the Blessed Virgin in Loreto in the 12th and 13th centuries, predating the supposed translation event. In the absence of concrete evidence, the lore of Loreto seemed to have appeared only after 1472, a significant 180 years after the event it described. The weight of papal pronouncements was also scrutinized. It became evident that these pronouncements were relatively late, with the first mention of the translation occurring in 1507. The lore appeared to depend heavily on a leaflet compiled around 1472 by Terramano. As the debates raged on, some proposed alternative explanations. Perhaps a miracle-working statue or image of the Madonna was brought from Tersato in Illyria to Loreto by devout Christians, eventually becoming intertwined with the rustic chapel. This could explain the origin of the lore. Regardless of the uncertainty surrounding the lore of Loreto, one thing was certain: the faith and devotion that drew countless pilgrims and believers to this sacred place were genuine. The shrine of the Blessed Virgin Mary had witnessed countless prayers, miracles, and profound moments of spiritual connection. The journey of the Holy House of Loreto, whether real or allegorical, was a testament to the enduring power of faith, the resilience of human belief, and the remarkable capacity of the human spirit to find solace in the presence of the divine. And so, the lore of Loreto, with all its complexities and uncertainties, remains a testament to the enduring faith of generations past, present, and future. Glowing star ready for daily inspiration from the saints? Subscribe to our channel today and let their timeless wisdom and blessings brighten your life. Folded hands. Don't forget to share the video on your social networks to spread the light of faith. And, of course, send your blessings in the comments section to join our vibrant community of believers. Let's celebrate the spirit of Loreto together.